Okay, guys, we are live. I'm gonna wait until exactly 6:30 to get this started, and I'll let you some music. Yeah. Get the music to pump the brain, and I'm gonna start doing all the sharing. Hey, what's up there, Max? Oh, shoot. Whew. If you're not doing it already, please share this around to your friends. Really appreciate that. That's what I'm doing right now, tweeting it out, all this other cool stuff. We'll get started at 6:30. Oop, my bad. The music's just to entertain you until I get on to the live show, so.
Perfect.
3 more minutes, by the way. And hi, Weiss, and hello, Mr. Fox. Just wanted to Oh, and Rebel Wolf. Rebel. Hello. Stay tuned. Okay, guys, we are just about at that time. The music was just there to hopefully entertain you until the time where I started talking. So, I'm going to just try to be, all hip and cool today. And, I'm just going to be like, what's up? What's up? Cool things like that, like, oh, I'm here. I'm dashing. Yeah. On Kickstarter, five terrible things of Kickstarter. Yeah. Woo. Now we have to realize that these Kickstarters, in my opinion, are just terrible in all forms and fashion. If they're here to mislead you, here to basically just get your money, there's going to be Kickstarters that are literally basically one sentence, and that's about it, so, Kickstarter is a really good thing. It gets companies out there the chance to basically go, hey, we're kind of screwed up. I would really like to get something started, like projects. And some projects are really cool and some projects are just really stupid. And I noticed that there's quite a bit of furry projects that are, some are cool and some are just and not everybody's going to have a talent for Kickstarter. You're going to get on there and you're going to think, I can raise money for free? What? No, that's not how it works. You've got to have a good business plan, or you have to have some sort of indication that you're going to be doing something good with the money. Some of these have no indentation of that. It's mostly like, can I please just have your money? And there's some that are fooling that, that we'll be getting into. And at the end of the show, make sure to stick around. We are going to be taking your phone calls. I want to get your opinions on the magistry of all these crappy different Kickstarter projects. Now, again, let me just give a little summary of what Kickstarter is. You probably already know, you've probably already seen 100 of these, and you probably wish that I wouldn't, but I'm going to do it just for people out there who don't know what Kickstarter is. Kickstarter is basically a place to go to try to get a business started up. If you don't make it to your final destination of it, you will not be able to get the money for the Kickstarter. So everybody out there who literally wants a business goes on a Kickstarter, they try to get funding, and yada, yada, yada. We'll get to the point. So the point is, let's jump right into it, to the top 5 furry Kickstarters that I've noticed that are terrible, in my opinion. So, let's start out with some really old, classic, good ones here. So, number 5 on my list was made by basically a little kid. And you can tell it was made by basically a little kid. So, let me pop this up right here. Don't have the editing software to be like, oh, because I'm live and can't really. I mean, I have to figure out some things, but maybe someday I'll be able to put my face in a corner or something and you'll be able to see my wonderful face. But right now, I do not have that. Maybe next video. I was trying to play with it. Whatevs. Okay, so the very first person on my list that is the Kickstarter crap edition is Second Life Sim for furries. Oh, yes. There isn't anything like that. No. And, you know, that's great. Yeah. Another sim basically with furries in it, which, you know, Second Life has like a whole bunch of them. So let's just take a look at what it starts with. Second Life simulated game, and we want to create a place where all things can be done but we need your help. So let's take a look and see what that entails. Okay, so we have, as you know, Second Life is a simulated game, and there are a lot of sims on Second Life, but we need your help to build a community of Second Life special for furs. You will get rewarded the more you give and help as we reach our goal. So please help us. What are the risks, you ask? So this is basically the shortest Kickstarter I've ever seen. It's basically, hey, okay guys, I know you play Second Life, right? Second Life is a game. Everybody knows it's a game. Everybody wants to know it's a game. But, you know, we know that there's a lot of furry sims out there. But we want you to be a part of our Second Life community. We want you to give us, how much is it? $561. So we can make a simulated game just for you. Now, you know, it's a terrible idea. I mean, you're basically putting into something, you're giving the guy money, number one, $556 to own land that you're never going to own. What? Okay, what else? But, you know, let's take a look at the risk. See, this is where it really gets me. Which basically is broken English, the payments for the sim itself, and a high and need to be paid so that bad grammar, starting off with this whole entire high risk. You know, the very first one is pretty bad grammar, but I can get through it, but this is just horrendous. Paid so that why we started this project. It's not a project. It's not a project. A project takes effort, time, and a whole bunch of different things. Creating a sim, you know, basically playground is not really a project. Now, yeah, you can put games into it and stuff, but it's not really a project. It's not. You can't call it a project. You should call it what it is. We want money for the game so we can have stuff, so we can see other furries and stuff. But it's kind of limited to your group of furries. We'll control everything. You want that one furry in? We don't like him? Get him out of here. So, no. This is why one of these projects, and it's not even considered a project. I don't understand why Kickstarter has all these Second Life things. And this isn't the very first Second Life thing that I saw. That's why it's number 5. it's not the worst thing, because it's probably a little kid, you know. I imagine that this is a little kid that really wanted to show his friends, hey guys, we can raise money here. So let's take a look at the tiers that we have here for the sponsor. So let's take a look at the tiers here. $1, you get a thank you. Oh, that's great. $1. One of those, whatever a C with 2 lines is, I don't even know what that is going to give you a thank you. You're not going to be able to be on the land. You're not going to be able to even see it, but it's going to give you a thank you. So, no, I'll pass on that one. $10, you will get to be in the group members of our group staff and can do, say, what and how the sim should look like. That's still not that's not good, because as soon as I leave, oh wow, we made a couple changes here. Ooh, you know, no, that's stupid. This isn't even a project. This is some kid again wanting your money to start a sim because he thinks it will be cool, you know, with a COOL, because he wants your money. Let's see. I need to first find my cursor because I cannot see here. $50 or more will give you your own place in our sim. Oh, that's amazing. $50? Really? I can commission so much art with $50. I can do so much stuff with $50. And you want me to spend $50 so you can have your own sim, but you'll give me your own land? Yeah. Now, what if that money runs out, per se? Because it doesn't sound like you have a lot of business strategy here. If that money runs out, guess what? My sim is gone. That $50 is gone. So, let's, and that's basically it for the perks and stuff. That was just so amazing. Now, again, this might be done by a little kid. I'm not going to harsh him up that much. You know, this kid has a dream. He wanted a dream, and he ain't going to get that dream because, quite frankly, you have to work for your money, as they would say. And, yeah, just, you're basically buying him a new mod. So let me switch back to my wonderful face. And, basically that whole entire transaction of that $50, if I can see my mouse, I would love to go back here, will basically go into someone else's pocket. Congratulations to that person who donated $50. And if they run out, again, if they run out of that money, then what happens? They're going to come back to you and they're going to go, oh, well, we need some more money so you can stay on our property. No. And again, I'm not bashing it too hard. It was made by a little kid, so it's very understandable. Kids will do stuff to try to make money. And, you know, the way the Kickstarter was created is basically, hey, I heard you give out free money. Yeah, that's basically all it was. So, not going to bite it that hard. So, let's get on to our next one, where I'm going to really go into, because this one is just horrendous. But let me first see if there's any comments here. Oh, hey, Nato. We have, hey, cute fellow. Greetings from UK. Hello from UK. Nice to see you from UK. Any other comments? No? Okay. So, let's continue on, and we shall look at it. If I can find my mouse cursor. Oh my gosh. This is really hard to try to see in a fursuit. So, I recommend don't do this because it is hard, and I don't have an extra person here, so it makes it even harder. Okay, our next bad, terrible Kickstarter. Okay, so it is called the Super Mario Brothers. Now, this one was canceled, thank God. But the very first thing you see, and I'm just going to point this out here. I don't know if it is appropriate for my channel, but why is there a hippo? I don't think in Mario. Yeah, okay. Granted, you don't have meat rats in Mario, number one. But why a hippo? Why a freaking hippo? When I saw that, I was like, oh, I don't want, ugh. What do you do? Ugh. Like, I don't even want to see that. Ugh. Why are you making a hippo into like a princess with like really, 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 really thick calves? What are you doing? Why did you think that would be a good idea? That made me want to puke. I mean, I'm again, not judging, but ugh, just ew. Why? Why a hippo? Why hippos? And again, I'm not saying that, there's somebody who doesn't find that something, but no, that is not for me. And that's like the very first thing that you see in this whole entire thing. Okay, so then you go down, and then you look about. Okay, so Super Mario is a parody of webcomics starring over the top furry critters with personalities of their own. Now, okay, I never got this, and maybe it's just me, but Mario doesn't really have a personality. He just is a guy who goes around stomping Goombas. How are you going to make a personality of that? And, your own personality, are they going to be Italian? Why? They're meat rats. I don't know. But this really confused me too. So this guy basically goes on saying his favorite things are video games and furries. So he's going to just break the mold, and we're going to have a hippo, thick thigh calf princess with all the other I cannot say that word, with all the exclusive content for hippos and meat rats. So a couple mentions who lived in Mushroom Kingdom, and basically it's Mario with a bunch of furries. And the one thing that really like gets me is if you take a look at it, and it's like, oh, well, I'm all alone in this project basically, because its plan is set for motivation of a meat rat brothers called the Caster and King Snappa, and you're like, well, whatevs. So then you look down at the storyboard, and that's the storyboard. That's all you get so far. You get a bunch of outlines. You get somebody who is basically, it looks like it's Mario, but then it's actually a Leam Rat. And the one reason why I bring up this is not just because of the hippo, but it's terrible. And then, then he's like, you know what? This is going to be so successful. We're going to need character fully drawn. That's cool for $15. Yeah, I'll take a character fully drawn. You can barely get that. And then it just goes into t-shirt territory. It gives you no direction on where this is going to go. It's like, we already done this. We're going to give you a t-shirt. If you donate freaking $35 for one t-shirt, that's one t-shirt. That is crazy. But you can get it colored for $70. I mean, who wouldn't want a colored t-shirt of a Mario has-been Mario character that looks kind of like a meat rat mixed with I don't know. It looks really weird. But again, I'm not criticizing the guy's art. This guy has no anything. And then the risk and challenges. Okay, so this is where it gets me. This is where it all turns into crap. Okay, not only the t-shirt for $70. That's pretty steep for a t-shirt. I'm not gonna buy a t-shirt for $70. But whatevs. I will be working closely with each and every one of you to ensure that it will be no delay, and each of your concerns are addressed. If you have any questions, contact me. Let me know, please. I cannot speak. Please let me know in the comments below. No, I'm kidding. Frequently asked questions and stuff like that. Now, the one thing that gets me with all of these, the risks, they have no risks. one question I would have is, wouldn't you think that basically Nintendo has been on a roll copywriting everything. So won't you think after this comic book is created, you'd think, well, it's not going to last long because, the royalties of it are going to kill it. You're going to have to pay for the Sonic the Mario royalties. I'm thinking of whatever, Blue Hedgehog. Maybe I just watched it, whatever. But you're going to have to pay for the royalties from Nintendo, which probably is a crap ton of money. Okay? Because they're not going to have you going around, and they're not going to have you having characters look like the game, because they're going to get on your butt as soon as possible. That's one of the risks and challenges. How about number 2? If you're going to be talking to these people 24/7, and let's say you have a job, you probably have a job. You're not going to be able to answer every single question, unless if you sit up all night and try to do it. And you're also going to have to create this story that's probably going to take you quite a long time, because you only got the first page done. I don't know. I could be wrong, but this is a terrible project. Beyond belief. And it's not really beyond belief, because there's at least some art involved, and there's at least some thought, and but $70 for a t-shirt, really? Okay, let's go to the tier rewards here, and let's see what we got here. Because I'm really curious, if $70 will buy you a t-shirt, what's going to get you for okay, so there is no $1. So you can only donate $15, Every furry has that, it's basic math, $15. It's a small fee. And what it will give you. I will draw, color, and animate a character of your choosing, in addition to access, I think it says I'm sorry, I can't read because of my fursuit. To access to works in progress and background. So basically it's, hey, you get a character of your own choice. Now this is where the problem does set in again. If you have, let's say, 40 sponsors that basically just do $15, that's 40 art pieces that you're going to have to get done. That's quite a lot of art, comparing it to what you have to do with the comic book. Whatever, I digress. Let's move on to the 25 reward. You will receive volume 1, well, that's $25, I guess, worth, of the graphic novel and paperback book. It will be 48 pages long. Okay, now see, that's what I mean. 48 pages. That's a lot of pages. I mean, you're not going to get that done any time in my lifetime. I don't know. I find this very, suspicious. Because, to an artist, it takes about, 30 days just to get one commission. How long will it take for 48 pages? And you will be listened to on the back of the cover as a thank you. Ah, boy. I get listed on the back of the cover for $25. And I get the novel. I really don't want that. I feel like $25 will get me better art, and I can at least enjoy it. So let's move on, and then you basically get what you got. And then $35 will give you a black and white. You will receive a black and white I support Super Mario Meek Brothers, t-shirt, novel, and access to works in progress and backers only updates. Stupid. A t-shirt for $35, and don't even get me started on like all the rest, because all of it's the same exact thing. You get backed, and then you get basically a t-shirt at $70. You get $5,000 or more. Who's gonna be man, I'm sorry, it ain't happening. I mean, this is just a terrible project. And the hippo, it can't be stressed enough. That hippo freaking creeps me out. Literally, I feel very creeped out by that hippo. I feel very, offense to that hippo. I don't even want, I gotta get out of this. If I can find my mouse, I gotta get out of this. It literally, that hippo is not, it does not do me wonders for anything. That hippo was horrendous. I'm not going to say his art was bad, but, you know, at least pick an interesting character. Make the characters look a little bit better, and maybe we'll get the talking. Maybe we'll get the talking, because that was a terrible, terrible character design. A hippo as a... Ugh. I can't get it out of my mind. Ugh. Like, geez. Okay. Whatevs. Let's move on to our third one here soon. Let's see if we have any comments. We have James saying hello. Hello, James. We have no hippo, please. Well, okay, cool. Thanks. We have thank you. Very good. And I love dashing. Thank you. I appreciate you saying that. Just make sure to subscribe, hit the notification button, you know, all that cool stuff. Because I do a stream every week. So, also share it to your friends if you're liking this. Okay, so then we also have our next one. So, our next one is, it's something. Let me show you what it is before I get into it. And this one really ticks me off more. This is one of those ones that really tick me off. Okay. And this one is a paragraph long. So you know they put a lot of thought into it. You know, there's a lot of thought into this. Okay, so this one, why it is so terrible. It hits every narrative that's going on right now. And it tries to make a profit of it. And I do not like it at all. Okay? Okay, so let's just read a little bit of this, and then we'll skim through it, and then we'll, you know, move on and hopefully, you know, get into it. So this is basically called this is made by All For Media, and Are You For Real is the name of the project. Okay, so this will be the first ClitCon detailed to the furry fandom, directly to the furry fandom. I'm sorry, I'm suck at reading in this. It will be animated and voiced by furries, and covers the hardship of the in the fandom have. You're probably thinking, I mean, dashing. They're gonna do it. Let's just keep reading it. It will follow the story of Kevin, a gender fluent fox that starts out as new into the fandom as an artist. Their roommate, Jasper Fox, who is an egoist of furries, Mr. Potato Head, whatever that is, and Rebecca, a transgender coyote who is living a life and trying to make sense of all of it. We are to make light of a lot of things, and will show fun sides to the furry fandom and stuff like that. Now you're probably like, oh, Daniel, dashing. Sorry, not Daniel. But what are you talking about? This doesn't sound bad. Now, see, it wouldn't sound bad if they put a little bit more thought into this paragraph, number one, because this kind of reminds me of a person who's trying to make the most and profit off of a situation that is already sad within our community. And I'm not saying that, you know, transgenders don't deserve to have something done by them by furries. No, it's a very interesting topic, but they're trying to profit off of it. And I don't like that. The only reason why I say they're trying to profit off of it, because this is only there's no videos. There's only a paragraph section long, and it's only like, our goal with this is to show the flip side of the coin, so that not only can we, as furries, enjoy, but others can feel whatever they like in their shoes. Now, nothing wrong with that, but give a little bit more detail. Tell me what furries you're going to be putting into this. Tell me other things, like what is your background in animation? What is your plans, what is the story? Let me see it. Now, at least the other one gave me a storyboard. It wasn't the greatest storyboard, but at least it showed me something to convince me to be like, maybe I should invest into this. There's nothing here. And then the risk and challenges, which really peeved me off too, is some are not going to like it. Of course some are not going to like it. Wow, you hit the nail in the coffin with that one. Holy crap, that is a risk within itself. Some people are not going to like this. Man, guys, God, that's a risk within itself. People are sometimes not going to like this. I mean, I thought everybody liked everything. It's terrible. That's a real risk within itself. I'm sorry, getting teary. And view it as wrong. People don't view everything as wrong. What are you talking about? This is 2019, where if you look at somebody wrong, they call you something bad. What? View it wrong? What? No, I'm sorry. I just gotta keep reading the risks, because these are really good risks. As well as paying artists and I cannot see that word. It's involving of this maintain will not be cheap and the time consuming, but we are optimistic. Now see, you're going to hire a person to do the animation. Is this going to be, let's see, how long is, it doesn't really say. It needs $5,000 though. But it doesn't really say. The risk is, heck, guys, I like this story. I created a story. I don't know what I'm doing because I have to hire an artist. I got to hire an animator, which that's probably maybe $2,000 within itself, because animators are not cheap. I wanted to get animation done for this live stream, but it was going to cost me like $500. I was going, are you crazy? Are you out of your mind? So it's going to probably cost maybe about $2,000 to $3,000 for an animator, because they are pretty darn expensive. Number two, just because people won't like it doesn't mean that's a risk. That is not a risk within itself. People are not going to like me. I'm not going to go, hey guys, guess what? Everybody likes me and loves me. And the risk of you watching this video is you probably might not possibly like me. I mean, that's stupid. That's a stupid thing to say, because it's not a risk. Okay, and then number two, these voice actors, who are you going to get? Your best friends? Because all it says is furries. That doesn't really, make me want to push all into a project saying furries. Because, I mean, I'll be in it. Give me like $1,000. I mean, not $1,000. That's a little too in price. But like maybe $200. I could take the time and effort and, do it with you guys. But you have nobody backing this. You have a outline of a story, and you have literally nothing to go on. So my opinion with this one is basically a money grabber trying to tweak with your emotions. And I don't like that in any form or fashion. Any time that you're tweaking with emotions, it's never a good thing. It's kind of like, that's why Pepsi and all these other ones where they come out with this tweak with your emotions campaigns, nobody likes them because they don't like that in sort of commercial ways. So no, I cannot back your project because you don't have any details. You have nothing. All you do is say that you're going to do it. I can't put money into that. I can't physically see it. So let's take a look at the tiers. It's going to get a little bit longer each segment, because each time I jump into one of these, they just periodically get worse. I mean, they periodically go from like terrible to like downright awful. Okay, and let's keep going here. So, let's see. The tiers Now just remember, guys, this is another one. You can pledge $10, but that ain't gonna give you crap. You can pledge $25 to. We will write you. I mean, we will write your name into a. I cannot. Basically, they're gonna write your name in the film, saying we mentioned this guy. $25. You couldn't do that for $5. You want $25 of my money so you could be like, man, look at that. I'm in the end credits. That's amazing. I didn't do anything except for donate $25 that I could have gotten like 5 stickers for Telegram or done something cool with it. Nope. I'm in the mentions. That's all that matters. Whew, sorry. I'm just very angry about this one because it's just a money grabber. 50 name in credits. Oh, okay, so you don't even get your name. It will be mentioned in the show, but like it won't be in the credits, it won't be anywhere or anything like that. It's just terrible. Okay, and then if you guys give $1, we will put your name in the credits as a collaborator. I don't want to be a collaborator for $50. And why does it say only if you give $1? Why does it say if you only give $1? It makes no sense. You don't know what you're doing, do you? You don't. You literally just said, let's make a Kickstarter for a project that I have no anything for. Whatever. Okay, so, and then $100, a t-shirt from the show of All Furry Media. You get a t-shirt for $100. What a amazing accomplishment, guys. $100 will buy you 1, not 2, not 3. It will give you a t-shirt. 1 lousy t-shirt. That sounds stupid, doesn't it? Would you go into Hot Topic and buy a t-shirt for $100? Probably not. You'll probably look at them and go, are you crazy? Are you out of your mind? And then walk out of the store. Oh, I can't take these. This is why. It's so terrible. Okay. And then $250, guys, will give, it will give you So Credit t-shirt. Oh, cool. That t-shirt again. And you will be giving a sneak peek into the show for the very first 3 episodes. 3 episodes? Oh, God. That's amazing. I get to see, for $250, I get to see the episodes, a sneak peek of them. Oh, man. Oh, gee. That is just something in a t-shirt. Oh, man. No, I can't, no. Okay, so that was definitely something. That was our third one. So let me go back to my wonderful face and see if we have any more comments, doing it. So basically, that one was a load of horse manure. I mean, I don't even remotely want to give to them. And it's still ongoing, and hopefully they don't reach their goal. Hopefully, people don't go, oh, well, it's going to be a furry animated series. It's going to be cool. It's not. These people don't know what they're doing, and they just want your money. And then they're going to realize that $8,000 is enough, and what they're going to do, they're going to ask for more. So it was $5,000. Whatever. So let's see if we have any more comments here. I agree with Dashing. A money grabber, Fizz, and Song. Okay. Seriously, it is too much to be unspoken and risk. So literally, what have we learned so far with these past 3? There's no risk. You're getting free real estate. This is free real estate right here. Gotta buy in because it's free. There is no risk. There's no risk at all for you. There is no risk at all. It's gonna be fine. $100 t-shirt, guys. $100. Let's go buy that $100 t-shirt. Yeah. And maybe a mention of your name. Yeah, for like 2 seconds. Yeah. Okay. So, If you haven't noticed, this has been really terrible. I'm like, seriously, like, I get annoyed with these. Like, I'm getting like really angry at these. Like, because it's basically just trying to get your money. So let's move to the next one. So let me get on to the second tier. How long have I been streaming? It has been 45 minutes. Wow, did not know that. So, okay, so these ones are going to be a little bit longer, a little bit more detailed, because these guys are just, these are terrible. This is a terrible, these are two terrible things. So let me just switch over here, and then I'll put this down. Okay, so, let me just, okay, cross-play and furry fandom products design and home office. We are producing a popular product here in Michigan, and we will get our orders from all over the world, and we need the stock in the store. Okay, so the very first thing I do want to say about this is that if you are a successful store, why do you need my money? That is a very good question, right? I mean, but I digress. Let's go on. She makes okay fursuits, you know. They're not top quality. They're not really like bottom of the barrel. They're kind of like in the middle. Would I buy one? No. So let's take a look at some of her quote unquote art. So you know, she's got some furry here, you know. Like look at that head. Wow. I mean, it's not a bad head. I'm not going to say that. Not a bad head. You know, but you know, you think this is going to be okay. I can see this, that. What's wrong with this one? What is wrong with this one? Okay, so whenever you do it, oh, sorry. I just literally just X'd it out of that. Hold on. I've got to go back. Thank God I have extra things of this. This is why being in a fursuit is not good for this. Like just being on your computer in a fursuit. I just cannot find my mouse. Okay, here it is. Let me get to here. Don't look at the very first one, which we'll get to that one in a little bit, but I can't really see well in a fursuit, so I apologize. We're done talking about that one. So I'll just exit out of that one. Okay, so literally. So this is a wall of text here. And I'm gonna break it down in simple terms. I read it about like 3 times. So basically this person has a store in Michigan, okay, that is, if I can find it, that is well respected and high praised by the community. Okay, so your very first thought is, again, why do you need my money? If it's supposed to be high, you know, supposed to be this great whatever, you know, why do you need my money to upgrade your store? And I think the store is going to be like, I read it like a billion times. It's just like, there it is. It is 10,000 feet. We are downtown, and I'm in a center of it. I feel 10,000 feet would allow me to get labor and custom accessories that would allow us to open in the spring and with full crossplay and furry fandom. So right now they're open, but because they're well respected, highly praised by the community, because this literally like tells her the hardened challenges. She says at one point she owns a business in a mall, and because Outgoing, my 2 studio species, and Operating are ready to locate the products to fulfill the internet demand. So why are you, okay, here's another thing. Why do you want a store in Michigan when you're going to be basically getting things online. I mean, if your whole entire online base is more than your store, why don't you just stick to an online base? Why do you need a store? Why do you need a store for 10,000? I mean, like, that's, yeah, literally, it is $10,000 she's trying to raise, and she needs a new store to hire labor, and, you know, just terrible. And right now, she's right next to the Sports Symposium for 3,000 square feet right now, next to the sports stadium, for the Louisiana Lazing. This is stupid. When I read this, it is so stupid, because if she is a highly regarded person, why is she asking for your money? Number one. Number two, why do you need a store for cross-playing and furries? Furries are not that big in Michigan. I don't think so. I mean, am I wrong on this? If there's a person listening in Michigan, I need your personal preference. Is there a lot of furries in Michigan? I mean, are you just dying for another fursuit store on your corner? I mean, and this is such a wall of a text too. And basically, it's just her going, well, I was a successful person and very successful. So, you know, if she's such a very successful person, she should be knowing what the risks and challenges will be. So let's take a look at some of the risks and challenges. Because, you know, she's such a highly business salvage of a person. So, which, you know, it will create I would love 1 million to create 500 jobs. You're not going to create 500 jobs through a furry / crossplay. You're not. That's crazy. Who's going to buy your product? Furries and crossplayers. And I think they only make maybe like 5% of the world, 10 at most. You're not going to be able to support it. Oh, it's just, this one really gets to me too. Because it's like, she's basically giving you false hope and all this other stuff, saying that she'll hire 500 people if she gets to 1 million, which ain't gonna happen, sister. It ain't gonna happen. That's not gonna happen unless if they're a sweatshop and you're beating them up with a whip. Congratulations. I had to make that reference because that's how it is. Oh, it's just giving me a headache. Whatever. Okay, so let's move stupidity. Okay. Let's move down here and see what the risks and challenges she gives us. After I find my mouse, because I want to make sure. Okay. I have evident risks which are very few. Okay, so at least she's now admitting she has risks. We have a custom market of very high priced orders coming from the internet. Why? I mean, what we are trying to develop is a local market or available to fund positive energy projects. Fund positive energy products. Okay. You didn't say anything about a risk in there. You started out with, we have a lot of developing risks. And you're basically, you say that it is a custom high product. Ugh, I can't read right now because I'm in a fursuit. I was reading this earlier and I'm trying to look at notes. But of the internet. So why do you need, if it's supposed to be a local business, who's going to enter your local business? Why not the risk you starting out going, oh, not a lot of people are into this. So the risk is going to be, not a lot of people are into this. We're going to have to really try to find a demographic that finds this very appealing. Why not start out with that? I already made it in 5 seconds. I literally do not have that on any of my notes. I literally created that in 5 seconds. Whatever. Because the business is well established and respected. Oh, see, there it is again. It is not well established or well anything because you're asking for money. That makes no sense. That is basically saying, well, the dam over there is breaking, but it is very well constructed and I think it's going to last. No. If you are a well-established business, you're not going to ask for money from anybody but your well-established business. I'm sorry. It's ridiculous. Okay, and then she goes on to, don't worry, we don't have to worry about basically anymore. We don't have to worry anymore. Okay, guys, good. Don't donate your money because they don't have to worry anymore. Yet, there is a piece that makes it huge. So we must think outside the box and think of high volume and high quality. Really? No. Thinking outside the box is great, but that is not what thinking outside the box is. Thinking outside the box is new creative ways on marketing department. New things. That wasn't even new. Okay. And then let's keep reading down these risks because these are high risks. This is just, she is pointing out every risk and challenge she has, which this is totally a risk. Believe it or not, this is an industry that Japan and China cannot compete with. They can make things, yes, but creative position is stiff too much, and this industry requires creative thoughts and freedom. I'm going to agree with that. 100%. You know, China really can't, mass market these, fantastic. But where's the risk? Where is the risk? I'm not seeing any risks or challenges. I'm gonna play a game here. I want somebody to spot a risk and a challenge. Okay? So let's keep going down here. If you spot a risk and challenge, please write it in the comments. And I really want to hear you because these risks and challenges so far are not risks and challenges. This is like opposite from risks and challenges. These are all advantages. My only challenge is funding the bulk up on the product. American labor. I love how she just goes, American labor. And okay, I'll give her that. That seriously is a challenge, cool. But you said that you're a successful business person, and you literally even say it in your risk goal challenge, established and respected. Okay, so you should know how to budget your products. That should be easy to you now, since you're respected. Whatever, I digress. That might be the only challenge she lists in here. My business is a hotbed and huge play and growth potential. It is not. It is not. You're lying to these people. It's not. Okay, and for 9 years, I've been managing wearing 10 hats. Oh, clever. I would like the opportunity to drive the production and blow the baby out of the water. So basically, I want to sit on my fat, lazy butt while you give me money, while I get to hire some people, so I don't have to do anything. That's really what she's saying here. That's exactly what she's saying. She wants your $10,000 so she can sit on her lazy butt. Now, these are the worst tier things on this list. These are just awful. And I was really debating this one or the other one that I'm going to be doing, because the other one is terrible in the sense of it's impossible to get done. This one is the worst tier of them all, and she is just terrible. And I whoever sponsored her the $5,000, I think she got, like, before it got canned, $5,000. God have mercy on your soul, because you are not that smart. No, you're not. Okay, so $25 will give you a chip on the furry ears. Furry ears that clip on to hair. So that is, I don't think that's worth $25. But I digress. That one might be okay. That might be the only one okay here. $200 will give you feet men's size or women's size paws. That's not bad. You know, $200 for that is not too bad. Just kind of really wish that you would have gave me a shot or some sort of indication of, and you don't even give me a website too, so the only thing you give me is fursuit heads. You don't give me paws, you don't get me any type of thing except for fursuit heads. So I'm kind of like suspicious about that, because I haven't seen a single paw to be saw. That was terrible rhyming. Whatever. I didn't see a single paw I saw there. And $500 will give you a dingy grade fun Fernal couch. So you get a couch for $500. Not too bad, you know. $500 isn't too bad. And, you know, fun size. On Facebook, at least that has pictures. It has pictures. Now this one is the most backstabbing slap to the face to anyone. And if you donate this kind of cash to this person, God have mercy on your soul. And this is the one that really pisses me off out of all of these. Because the other ones are kind of understandable. But I still don't think that couch, that's probably, I looked at it and it wasn't that impressive. Whatever. This one is like the slap to the face. If you pledge $10,000 and you just give her the whole entire thing at once, a full fursuit. Wow, that's great. Yeah. You $10,000 for one fursuit from a somewhat okay maker. Okay, and then this is where it gets me. Any pledge of our goal in its entirety, you will receive a state-of-the-art, which is basically just a fursuit. A fursuit as a gift that retails for up to $3,000. Guys, it's $3,000. Guys, you can spend $10,000. That is 2 made-for-you suits and 1 semi-okay fursuit that I've seen around here. That's about $2,500. That is the equivalent of $3,000. You get, it's a $7,000 deal, guys. It's a $7,000 deal for her. Not for you, but for her. She is literally going to give you a $3,000 suit. Thank God she didn't reach her thing, because that is just highway robbery. And I don't care what you say, and I bet her paws aren't even, I mean, I didn't see a picture of her paws. Her paws could be the worst in the world. The couch looks kind of, like it doesn't even look that good. But $10,000, guys. You can give it to her, and she will go away with $7,000 and give you $3,000 back, not including the shipping, all the other expenses that you're going to have to do to it. You know, unless if you live in Michigan, you know, that's a steal if you live in Michigan. Maybe you can get it for free. So, oh, that one was terrible. I just can't find my mouse right now. So, give me like 2 seconds while I try to find my mouse. Oh, it's so terrible. Hold on. Okay, there it is. I'm going to go down. I'm going to go scroll over. And I still can't find my mouse. Oh, this is terrible. I can't see in this fursuit, guys. Hold on. Okay, I see it now. Okay. So, let me... Oh, nope. Okay, there it is. Okay, sorry, guys, about the terrible looking for it. But what we realized in that is she is an established business that is not really that established, because she needs your money, guys. Hold on. She needs your money, and she needs it now. Because if you don't give her money, she can't sit on her lazy butt. She can't get that bigger store that she's always wanted. Guys, you have to feel pain for a person who doesn't want to work for it. And she wants to get a store for herself at the low price of nothing and basically go on your dime. Guys, yes, you need to go donate to her. Get the $10,000 pledge. Because if you get the $10,000 pledge, you get a $3,000 fursuit. Do it now, guys. Go support her. Knot. Okay, so let me, yeah, I just dropped the knot. Let me switch this over and see if we have any more comments here. Because right now, I'm getting hot. And it's hot in here. So we have somebody saying, hello, Angel Cooker. Hello, how are you? We have a greetings from the other guy. So let's see. Can I call in? I have a good story. Okay, we're going to leave the call-ins for the end of this. Call-ins will happen at the end of our 5 terrible Kickstarters, and then we will talk about whatever you want to talk about. Let's see, anything else here? I think you're going to open the... Yes, he is. Okay, so I'm going to open up the phone lines in about maybe whenever I get done with the last one here. And this last one really, like, grinds my... like, not to, like, be like Family Guy, but I'm going to say it grinds my gears. It really ticks me off, this one. Being a person who has experienced doing this before and experiences, you know, doing a lot of things like this really ticks me off. And there is no way you're going to be able to get this all done in the time and manner that he says. But let's just look at it. It is probably the worst of them all because it is so misleading and it literally just lies to your face, and I don't like it. Okay. So, now there might be some people out there who, you know, disagree with me on this, and that's fine, but this is coming from personal experience, and I know this. This one is called the Yif the Musical. Yif the Musical. Now, these guys luckily did not get backed, and I'm kind of glad that they didn't. But this is a terrible... First of all, I got to look at the name. That is a terrible name for any sort of anything in this world. Okay, we're trying to get past the stereotype of Yif. We're trying to get past the stereotype of always being sexual. We're trying to get past of all this different stuff. And you're going to write Yif in the title of your play. I don't appreciate that. I don't appreciate that at all, because it just makes people think, well, this must be one of those dirty things. You know what I'm saying? You know, the kind that you get like all buttered up for. No. And that's the very first thing. The title is just god awful. So that's number one on the why did you do it category. So we have a video here where this guy just explains a bunch of cool things, you know, that's to sucker you in, basically. So let's take a look at him, shall we? So once it plays, let's play this bad boy. If it plays, if it doesn't, damn. This is the only video, the only thing I've ever like had a video for. There it is. Okay. So let's take a look at this guy. Okay, so let's stop him right there. Now you're probably wondering, but Dashing, that was like literally like 2 seconds in. Now, basically this guy just told you he's quote unquote the script writer. Okay? That is totally BS. If you go down, sorry, I got fur in my mouth. If you go down to it, and you go down to the timeline, literally the very first thing they say, which he basically lied to you, you know, I don't know if it was on purpose or what, but the very first thing it says, the first step of the project is to write the script down, the first word. So basically, he has no script yet. He was telling you he had a script. He was telling you all this cool stuff about it, but unfortunately, he has no script yet. So I digress. let's continue watching the video, and hopefully he doesn't continue to, you know, blurt out things that he does not have yet, you know, and if he'll ever have. Okay. Okay, so literally, he says he's a full-time student, and you know, that's cool. That's cool. What does he do? I don't know. I mean, does he have a writing degree? Does he have any sort of type of background that is going to give him the one-up on this situation? I don't see a one-up on this situation so far. I don't see anything of a situation of this. So basically, he's basically a student and hasn't written before, but he's gonna get it done, guys. He's gonna get it done. He's gonna get it done. So let's keep going. Okay. Stop it. Stop it right there, too. You're cutting in and out. Ooh, I've got a bunch of... Why couldn't you make like two different... Why didn't you take the time and effort to make this video a little bit more... Oh, what's the word? Less skippy? He literally skipped like 4 times. Do you think I have a short attention span or something? That if I don't get that skip or that jump cut or anything like that, that I'm not gonna pay attention? Like, that's just terrible in every single way possible. Like, literally, that is just terrible. Okay, let's keep going on, guys. Sorry, my roommate's home and stuff like that. Please, I'm in the middle of a live stream. Please. Sorry, guys. Sorry, I'm in the middle of talking to my roommate that just rudely interrupted me. But so far, this guy has a outline for a plot. Does he know how it's going to end? No, he doesn't know how it's going to end. He doesn't know at all how it's going to end. He's just basing his information on something that might have a good ending, might not. I haven't written the script yet. Who knows? It could be a comedy. It could be a whatever. Musical. Yes, musical of whatever. So let's keep going. And maybe we can get some more jump cuts in here. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to tell you right now that it doesn't cost like $10,000 because, you know, if you really think about it, a band isn't going to do this for free. Is not going to basically stop what they're doing in their life and do this for free. So probably just not going to cost $10,000. And, you know, for the poster itself, it is going to cost a lot more to do the posters, the advertising, the everything around it. And you're just not going to have a wonderful time. No, $10,000 is definitely not a lot. So let's keep watching and maybe we can find something. Retrospect. We'll watch a little bit more and then we'll call it a day. Okay, stop it. Stop it right there too. Oh my gosh, I can't take it. I'm getting a headache. You're going to go to the biggest stage of a convention, and you're going to perform something that you have really no idea. The script is basically in progress. You have your musical director. Congratulations. You know, you definitely need a music director. And yeah, you're going to perform it on the biggest stage in the world. Why not start it at a smaller con? You know, if I'm investing my money, I wanted to see it at a smaller con first, and then maybe work up to one of those big cons, you know? So already this is really annoying me. And just let's keep playing it. Okay, hold on. Let me cut back to me here, because I really have to cut back to me here. Let me first find my mouse, you know, which would be very nice if I could. Okay, so let's let me do the strategy that he is playing. He is playing a very, very interesting game. Let me try to reenact what he's doing here, and then we'll really go on with it. Okay, guys, I think that we are going to have a very strong, positive, just a very strong, positive relation with this fandom. And because we're going to have a very strong relationship with this fandom, it's going to be your money that is going to be on the line, and you might not even go to AC, but we need your money. So we can't really necessarily do it with 10,000. Get the 10,000 out of the way. We are going to have to probably reach 50,000. If we don't reach 50,000, we're probably not going to do it. So literally, we're just not going to do it. Yeah, that basically, we're just not going to do it. Any questions? So, sorry. But that is the thing that really is annoying me with this whole entire thing, is he has no script, he has no anything like that, and he's basically promising you something that, I don't know, $10,000 or $8,000 or whatever, you're not going to see. So let's try to move on. And again, I have my roommate in the background, so don't worry about him. So let's see. Let me go back, and we'll hit the screen, and then we'll keep going with this. So, okay, so now we have basically, that was his pitch. You know, he wanted you to feel saddened. He wanted you to feel like this musical can get something behind. Good. With all those jump cuts and all that other editing, it really makes you show that he really cares about what he's doing. So, Yif the musical. Ugh, I hate that damn musical. I hate it. Why do you have to call it as a Yif musical? Like, all the time. Like, I don't want this fandom to be so sexual. Well, you know, I want it to be a normal, regular, whatever. So, I hate that stupid name. An adult mature comedy that stars furries by furries. 2 hours of joking, laughing, and self-defecation of humor. Woo! You know, so that's cool. You know, so let's go down to the team, where we can see who is it. Glitch and Sticks Fox are award-winning in their respective fields and have teamed up to produce Yif the musical and bringing it on stage in July 2020. So we'll get to that. I'll do this. Okay, so let's see what award-winning stuff that Glitch did, because, you know, it has to be true. I mean, it has to be. It says award-winning right there. Glitch is an award-winning stage producer who provides technical work, including All these names, like Little Mermaid and stuff like that. See, that's cool. That's cool. He did tech stuff. So now a normal person is just going to skim through this and not really read it for its entirety. So let's read the entirety of this and see if it really stacks up to what he's saying he is an award-winning whatever. In his personal time, he writes stories that speak to him and his life. He has been writing, playing for years, and this is his professional director debut. Okay, so knock that award-winning stuff out of frame, because this is his very first time directing. He's never done this before. Does he know what he's doing? I mean, possibly. I mean, he worked in the technical stage production, but technical stage production, and trust me, I have done drama before, is not the same as doing, directing. Because directing, you're showing emotion, you're doing all this other stuff. So first off the gate, he doesn't know what he's doing. He really doesn't, and I kind of feel bad for him when he's lying to people, basically, wishing the door would stop slamming, but that it would. Sorry, I got distracted because my roommate's in the background and kind of driving me crazy. But is a professional director debut. So he's basically, again, he's never done directing. So basically, he's lying to you and saying that he is a great director of all sorts of traits. So basically, no, he's never done this before. Now, Styx, I never heard of any of his work. I could be wrong. I tried looking over the internet and I tried looking at it. And did he has he won an award? I don't think so. It doesn't even say it, because he literally just says award-winning in their respectable fields. So basically, he said that Styx has won an award, has not done that. I have not seen anything of the award of types of things that are giving out as an award. So this kind of thing is basically lying to you. And since he is a childhood fan of gaming, Styx's musical system is heavy influenced by both jazz and gaming music. His aspirations include composing music for video games and composing classical things. But I, again, did not see any music. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm completely wrong on that. So I'm not gonna go down on him because I'm not 100% sure with him. I just know that he does that a lot. So I've never heard any of his artwork, so I can't really give an opinion either way or which way, because I tried looking it up but I couldn't find it. So basically, if they reach past their $10,000 goal, it is enough to fund all full cast recording in July, producing for a. So basically, these are all like things that, if you give us more money, we will definitely will be able to do this. So, if you give us more money, that's basically what it should be saying here. And unfortunately, that's kind of lying to people, because even with 15,000K, that might be pushing it. So why 18K, you ask? And then it goes on to not only covering the cost of writing and transporting the musician and the Kickstarter rewards, blah, 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 which is basically another hokey dokey lie in any retrospect, because $8,000 is not going to give you all of this. This is going to give you nothing but nothing at all. And it's just not going to give you all of the things that it's promising. So that is basically a lie within itself. So let us continue on down here. And the scripting begins. Oh, I just wish you would stop walking back and forth and like doing the paper. I'm sorry. But especially when I'm doing a live stream, that's kind of rude. Whatever. Okay, so The scripting begins. The first step of the project is to write down the first word. And literally, he basically told you that, hey, I already have this written. Everything's done. We're all done. Yippee! So, unfortunately, that's not the case here, guys. He basically lied to you on the very first second of that video. He lied to you, saying that all the story was done. Everything is done. Don't ask any questions. Are you asking questions? Whatever. Okay, and then March 9th, we will open funds and we'll be able to help create this show. So basically, okay, guys, we didn't get our original plan down packed. We have to realize that we're going to have to ask for more. We're going to have to give more. If you don't give more, then by God, we're not going to do this. So August 9th, 2019, when this Kickstarter should have came out, the script will be complete. The script has been worked on for a year, and at this point, it is due. You should have already had this done a long time ago. You should have already been collaborating with the other people, and you should have already been talking about it, and that's what it should have been. Designs and oh, I can't read. Sorry. Are due. Designs for the best set, costumes, and lights plots will be complete by the end of the year, which another bullshit answer, because depending if you get like 200 people helping out with this project, sorry if I keep bumping the mic, but even if you get like, let's say 60 people working on this, you're not going to get it done by the end of the year. You might be able to get it done, but it's going to be very ugly looking, because even when I was in high school, we would set the date for our next play to be in December. Why it's already like in the middle of July, because that's how it was. You would do auditions in the middle of January. I mean, you do auditions in July, and then start maybe, and then the set's already getting started on and all this other stuff. I really wish I had a chart in front of me, but marker boards were just not available this time, and I really didn't want to do it and stuff. But this whole entire step project is basically a bunch of hoopla. Rehearsing begins. Okay, so this is all by furries, for furries, and all this other stuff, right? If you are telling me that all of it's going to be rehearsed, you're not going to be doing it with all the furries, because you're going to have to get furries from a lot of other places, because Pittsburgh has a lot of furries, but are they all going to be interested to go and drive to your play? And they're going to be doing, 6-hour trips to rehearse. Just this doesn't make any sense to me, especially, Pittsburgh does have a decent sized population of furries, yes, but they're not all going to be interested in doing musical numbers and skipping around. So that's why I find that's a little bit like, ugh. So in July 2020, the producing of the final project will be performed at AntherCon, which is another load of hooey. Why don't you start at a smaller con? That's the question I had as soon as I saw this. Why not start at a smaller con? Why are you going for the biggest con? Probably AntherCon is going to look at it and they're going to be like, well, we have all this stuff already planned out. Usually they have everything planned out for the main ballroom starting at like the beginning of the year. So good luck to that. So we're gonna go down to the risk and challenges, and we're gonna see into it. Oh, this one really like grinds my gears, because this guy has basically told you already a couple lies, and they already told you a couple different things that are not going to happen. So both myself, Glitch, and Sticks are currently in college students. So that is a risk within itself. That's a challenge, because if you're a college student, and depending on if you're full college, are you going to be able to write this script with these people? Is it going to take maybe more than a year? Why didn't you start on this whenever you started it? So that is it. We are spending every minute of our free time working on this and making sure that Yif, I hate that. Yif the musical will be amazing show. So that's not really a risk. I mean, you're working every second and stuff. Not really a risk. That's what you should be doing if you really want to get this going. We're fully prepared to drop everything and work on it full time on this musical. How are you going to drop school? I mean, how are you just going to be like, hey, I'm going to drop out of school to create a musical that might not be successful but could be successful? We have a person who's coming into the debut of the directing field, usually directing things that are animate objects. Now you're going to be changing it to a person who's going to have to be directing people, which is 10 times harder. I never wanted to be in that directing chair when I was in drama club. So it's harder to do that. I was always like one of those people doing the AV equipment, or I was, an actor. Really hard to just be like, oh, well, I'll just switch over to people. How hard could it be? That's really hard to do. No matter what, a production of the musical will be happening. So, literally, if no matter what it will be happening, why are you asking for our money? And maybe this is why people didn't support it well enough, because it's a terrible idea. I mean, it's just terrible. Your timeline is completely effed up. You have literally no idea what you're doing. You literally said in the very beginning, you have no script yet. You have nothing. I mean, you have a script, but in your timeline, it says you have nothing. And if you do have something, it's only maybe 2 words. Well, what are the characters' names? I got that. What is the plot line? Well, see, it's about a person who is going to a furry con for the very first time. I haven't heard this story before, but it's just it really makes me angry just because it's Yif the musical. You're going to get people who are watching it going, is this where people do the peanut butter stuff? Peanut butter? Are we talking about that kind of Yif? Like, the name of it's terrible. The design of it is terrible. I get that you have people who know kind of what they're doing, but they don't know fully what they're doing. And I'm not going to spend my money, and I'm so glad that this didn't get funded. And let's take a look at the support tiers. And the support tiers are basically confusing as all hell. But I'll try to simplify it, because it's basically like a long text out thing to make it sound good. So basically, if you're paying $5, you get a digital copy of what's to be of the Yif musical. Fine. That's not a bad tier for $5. $10, you get a original test track. It is an MP3 that has Silver Fox originals and a track that second musical number, Flying Away, which never heard of that song. But plus it will be all of the above reward tiers. So basically, as you go down, you get a little bit more, but I mean, again, guys, you're putting hope into people who really don't know what they're doing. You got a director for the very first time, which directing people was hard. You're not going to have a sound, you'll have sound music, but it's just too hard to do this all in 2 years. If this was maybe a 4-year project that they were getting started on, I could see it, but doing it all in basically a year and a half, I don't see that happening. I can't see that happening at all. And basically, if you're giving these guys their money, you're basically going to go to Anthrocon 2020 for this musical, and you're going to be sadly disappointed that it's not going to be playing. It is going to be postponed after postponed until they get all the funding, all the money, everything that you're going to need. And if you spend all that money to go to something that you have backed, you're going to be sadly disappointed. And the problem with this, they do so much trickery in this. like award-winning stage producer. That's not the same as a director. You have, you know, all these different things, and it just really annoys the crap out of me. And oh, geez, okay, that was my top 5. I could have went on that for hours, but that was my top 5. I don't have my other paw. Top 5 Kickstarter crap. And now we're going to be taking calls here soon. Let me switch over to the if I can find my not my dial here. So here we go. We switched over. So let's see. We had a very interesting, let's see if we have any comments here before I open up the phone lines. Same thought on my Telegram join just went silent. At least it is table time. I have Kickstarter is pretty shady sometimes. And it really is. And that's the one thing about it is it gets shady sometimes. And I'm not buying that a furry musical is going to be jumped out of thin air like they're proposing. And each one of these did not have a good risk. There was no risk or reward. There was no anything like that. And that's what really makes kind of a bad Kickstarter, number one. And number two, the reason why I picked the furry musical as it was, they're giving false narratives, you know. Oh, well, we got a reward winner, but he's never done a production before. We have a, like that one girl who was on the, with the fursuit design. Well, I'm very successful, but I need your help. Like it, and all of these are so like shady / ridiculous that it's stupid. They're bad. They're terrible. And you know, there's a couple good Kickstarter projects. I'll name a couple of them sometime. But these ones are like the bottom of the barrel. These are the type that you shouldn't fund. You shouldn't at all. You should really rethink it. You know, just don't do it. Okay, so now since the portion of me ranting along with all these furry bad ideas, I'm going to open up the phone lines. And the phone number to call is 717-839-3684. You can give me a call. Give me some, like, feedback. Did you find any of these just atrocious? Did you find that, you know, I'm wrong in one of these? You know, if I'm wrong in any of these, just let me know, because I will have a debate about it. We will talk. Well, actually, not a debate, because I'm not in the middle of a debate, you know. So that's my phone number. Give me a call right now. Let me hear some opinions about this. Especially when it comes to, you know, some of these Kickstarter crap. Whenever you think of Kickstarter crap, you know, is this, well, not, sorry, bad Kickstarters. But, like, what is it? Oh. I have a phone call. Hello.
Hey, Dashing. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How about you?
Just great.
Great.
This is me, Vera. I hope everyone's doing awesome.
I hope so too.
I have to, my goodness. I mean, when it comes to Kickstarter, yeah, I actually saw something pretty crazy when I was like a few, this is like a few years old, okay?
Yeah.
So, like, before Kickstarter actually, like, changed their policies. So, I was, like, a new furry, like, several years ago, maybe, like, 2014 or 2015.
Yeah.
But I went to Kickstarter, and I saw, now, I'm not going to name names or anything, but you probably know who this is. Like, most people probably do. There was, like, this guy who wanted $2,000 for a full-body fursuit. And he had a Kickstarter account to, like, raise money for that.
Yeah.
Like, what the heck? And but also, he already raised over $620 for it.
And see, the problem with Kickstarter, you know, it's one of those platforms that you can basically, as long as you have, like, now they did kind of get rid of the crap, some of this.
Yeah. Well, now they did, but a few years ago, you know, people could just be like, hey, I want to buy a fursuit, you know, give me money.
Yeah.
And people would just donate to that person if they liked them.
Well,
Like,
my next show for this is going to be a different topic, which is going to be GoFundMe's.
oh, okay.
So it's going to get into the crazy people that want money for stupid stuff, furry related. So maybe you'll see something in there.
Well, yeah, I thought this was relevant because this was a Kickstarter account, but it was a furry who just was pandering to people money, and he just wanted to get his fursuit, you know, based on donations, you know, like.
So, no, I agree with you. It's a very stupid thing, like that guy with the sim. You know, oh, I want to create a sim.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you know, you're basically asking people money to be part of something that, you know, you're going to own. You're going to have to do it, you know, and where are they going to get the money for it? They're going to come to you after it, and they're going to go, well, we know you donated $50, but we need another $50 from you so you can stay on this property, because that's exactly what it will be, you know. It
right.
And but with your point, go on.
I think, like, you know, if you want to start a business, if you have a project that you're working on, you know, okay, that's all well and good, but don't be like, hey, I need $2,000 to go buy a fursuit and just give me money for that. Like, no, come on. You know, like, if you want to start a Kickstarter, have a plan. You know, have a business. You know, it should be like a legal type of thing.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, honestly, like, if that's legal, if you're allowed to do that. Like, I don't even know.
Well, when Kickstarter came out, it was kind of like a mixture of like GoFundMe and Indigo. I think that's what it was called before. I don't know if they're still around, but it was basically like anybody would ask for money for anything.
Pretty much,
yeah.
Basically.
I remember one of the Kickstarters was like potato salad or something, and like, I'll make you some potato salad, and it raised like $35,000 or something.
What?
Yeah. And you know,
that's crazy.
But see, he was going for, you know, like, you know, his college. And then, like, other people were like, well, I could do that too. And then they started to do stupid stuff, and then they would do stupid stuff. But
right. So, like, exactly. I mean, like, how Kickstarter, like, you know, pertains to furries. I mean, like, if I wanted to buy a fursuit, I could just go to Kickstarter and be like, hey guys, so my fursuit is like $1,800, and please give me money.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Is that like an okay thing to do?
No.
I'm pretty sure it's not.
And nowadays it is not. Kickstarter actually has actually wants you to tell them before you put the Kickstarter on. So now you can't be like, well, I just want a fursuit, and that's about it, you know. So they have a lot of measures now that stop it. But the problem with Kickstarter is, you know, if you have a reasonably good, like, somewhat thought out idea, you can put it on there. And a perfect example would be like the third one I checked out, and that was basically just a paragraph long. And it was basically like, oh, we're just going to create an animated series. We need $5,000. And it's like...
Right. Yeah, exactly.
And
you know, it's a business, it's a project, it's something that, you know, could generate, you know, income in the future.
But...
And could possibly give back to potential donors.
But
like...
But the problem is...
Asking for money...
Yeah, but the problem is, like, with that, there is no thought put into it. It's literally just a paragraph. It's basically asking for fursuit money. I mean, that's basically what that project is asking for.
Oh, yeah.
So,
You might be right.
because, you know, if you take a look at it, all it does, it doesn't list any risks or challenges. It doesn't list any sort of, you know, what furries are going to be playing in this? I don't know. We're just gonna like, you know, we're gonna have furries. It's like, what? Like, you can't. And the one thing that really annoys me with a lot of these projects is, you know, like the Play one or like the TV series one or whatever, you know, there is literally, I could have thought that in 2 seconds and called it a day. Like, no thought, no originality, and they're playing with your heartstrings. And I hate that, especially that last one. Oh God, I hated that, and it's wrong in so many different levels just because it's has the word "gif" in it, and we're trying to get past that.
You are totally right about that.
Yeah.
But, I mean, like, these guys, they're being sneaky. You know, whoever made that poster, that paragraph, or whatever it was, you know, like, they're trying to be like, oh, well, you know, we need money for such and such. But then you have other people who are like, yeah, I just want to buy a fursuit. You know, just give me money.
Yeah. Yeah. And
how do you tell the difference?
You know, and you don't. And that's what makes it a bad Kickstarter. That literally what makes it a bad Kickstarter. You know, if you have no plan and you're literally just telling people that this is what's going to happen, and there's no like anything in it. There's not a direct. I mean, there's not like a plan for it. There's no anything for it. It's basically just asking for, I need money, give it to me, I'll buy a fursuit. That's basically what it should say. It's like, I need money. I promise to come out with this. $5,000, especially for that animated series, ain't gonna happen. You can't just spend the cost of animation is too expensive for that. And
but I also wonder, like, what happens to people who do donate, you know, a lot of money to like these causes? If it's like, oh well, they need $5,000, well, I'll donate 100. So what happens to that? Like,
well,
do they get them back?
Well, if
like, rip them up?
So Kickstarter is basically, like I said in the beginning of the video, it's basically all or nothing. If you don't raise that money for profit and you don't make your goal, you get none of the money. So that person didn't get $600. He didn't raise his goal. So it's up to the individual to be like, well, this is stupid. I'm going to just get out of here. You know, so...
to be honest, I didn't really look into what happened to that person. But I do know that some people, you know, did donate money to him. His goal was 2,000. He raised 600. I'm not sure what happened with that.
It goes right back to the people. He doesn't get it. It goes right back to the people. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, well,
because some of these projects, they failed. Thank God they failed. So all of them will get put back to the people's pockets, and they can go to somebody who actually is better. You know, back a project that's better than what I showed you tonight. And
all right.
So that's the good thing about Kickstarter. It's an all or nothing. So if you don't reach your goal, you don't get it. So,
Sounds good.
Yeah. So, any other comments or concerns that, you know?
Nope. All I gotta say is you're an awesome dude.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. I try to make interesting content. It took a lot of research, but so.
All right. Well.
Okay.
I hope everyone has an amazing night, and I guess I'll see you in the chat later.
And have a dashing night.
Oh, you too.
Okay. Thank you. Bye. Okay, so that person, you know, did have experience that where he did see a fursuiter, you know, a person who wanted a fursuit, you know, to a Kickstarter, which now is, you kind of can't do that. Which is, thank God you can't, because how many people probably tried to do that is ridiculous. You know, maybe I should create a Kickstarter. I don't know. I do recent attending Kickstarter and saw that it does pretty distance the rules. I cannot see. I cannot see like anything because of this fursuit. Attempted and then stuff and personal and tried to work it. Okay. So, if you want to call in, my phone number is 717-839-3684. You will definitely be on the air. We can talk about, you know, some Kickstarter crap that you saw or Kickstarter bad Kickstarters or anything like that. If you want to talk about like something that, you know, maybe I was wrong with one of them. You know, maybe I was wrong with one of these Kickstarters. You know, give me a call. Let me have it, you know. Because I really want to hear your feedback with this. Because this is a very interesting topic. People lose their money. You know, they lose their money with, you know, backing bad projects or bad things. Oh, I got another call. Hello, caller.
Hey, Dashing, it's again Bolo. You usually call me Mr. Fox.
Mr. Fox, yep.
Yep, how you doing?
I am doing great. How about you, sir?
Oh, very good. It's timely that you're talking about this because I just got a story about like something like that this week. Had a friend on Twitter who shared with me news about someone who's trying to get, now this just started, someone who's trying to get money through a Kickstarter campaign to do a third season of the Sonic series, you know, Sonic Saturday morning, SATAM.
Okay.
And, you know, just the moment that he mentioned it, we were both laughing about it because, you know, just to begin with, because it involves money, they automatically have to have the permission of Sega to even take another step with that, which I'm sure they don't.
No, they probably don't.
So that's a big problem to begin with among many.
So do you still have that one?
I believe it's still up there.
Oh, it still is? Because
Yeah,
you know, I'll search it right now. I will Google search it.
Yeah, please do, because I'd be interested because he just heard about this like 2 days ago.
Okay, because I'm always so curious about this because Kickstarters are just, they can be a terrible thing, and it's not that it's a bad website. It's not that, you know, I don't think some ideas, you know, are bad, but there's just some of them that like deserve like attention and be like, this is terrible and we should really. So you said, what was it? Sonic?
Sonic. It's probably going to be listed under Sonic SATAM. You know how they say SATAM for the Saturday morning series that only had like two seasons.
Okay, let me see if I can find it here before I put it on screen. Okay, so
I think a lot of people who start these things get wrapped up in passion and everything, and they don't think about the logistics involved.
So let me just search it. I really hate.
I really hope it's not there.
I mean, it might not. They might have canceled it because, you know, some people, you know, they end up realizing their mistake. Boy, wow, there's some really stupid ones of Sonic here too. Oh, maybe I should do an episode of just Sonic bad Kickstarters.
There you go. Sounds like a good idea.
Like there's like Sonic really terrible stickers. You know, somebody's trying to get that. Sonic game memorial. Memories. Oh, there you go. That sounds really stupid.
I'll be honest with you. Since that trailer came out, I would say that probably opened some floodgates.
That probably did, because, you know, if you think about it, right? So everyone here who is a furry fan usually is a fan of furries, right? Yeah. I think they canceled it because I cannot find it anymore.
Well, that's wonderful to hear.
So I mean, I'm glad that they did that. because I think it would be stupid. Yeah, no, I don't see it anymore. I see. Oh wait, maybe no. No, that's a different thing. Yeah, no, that's okay. So good. They got rid of it. Woo. Okay, success. But but really,
But at least there's a little. Yeah, I was just gonna say, but at least there's a little more creativity in that than trying to get a fursuit or something. But still, it's just like off the wall.
like, would you say any of these like bad Kickstarters, that I did? I mean, was there any one that you thought was just really stupid? Like, because like
It's hard for me to single out one of those because those are all quite stupid.
yeah,
I'll take that back. The musical thing that kind of takes the cake. And what's really scary about that is that I'm familiar with Glitch. He's been a really good friend to a lot of YouTubing fursuiters, and he's edited their videos and everything. I could see him doing something like that because he definitely has the talent. I'm just surprised that he would happen to try something like this. That sounds out of character for him.
And see the problem with it, and that really like annoyed me, is just because you have editing and you quote unquote won awards for your different stage props, basically. You can't just go into directing and be like, oh, this is gonna be easy, and this is gonna be easy. It could be $8,000, and I don't know how they're gonna do the casting too, because in there it doesn't even say. The only thing it says is, well, furries are going to be casted. It's like, okay, what furries are going to be casted? Who? Like, do you have like anybody in mind who's going to be casted? And literally, it's like, well, we're just going to do rehearsals, and it's like, I mean, not rehearsals, but like, it's terrible. It is poorly set up. It is the YIF is a terrible word too. Don't have that in the title, because as soon as I saw that, it's like, okay, this is terrible. Like, you gotta have a little bit more originality, and not just originality, but I mean, again, plan it out further. Go to a smaller con, then talk about AC. So that's
this is practically another whole subject, but it relates. The really sad thing to think about is that if he was in Hollywood, he'd probably be halfway there.
Yeah.
Just because he knew people.
Yeah.
You got key grips out there with cockamamie ideas who get a green light for ideas that are a whole lot more stupid than that, just because of who they know and where they are.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if he wanted to like direct something that's smaller, get used to it, and then go for a big musical, I'm fine with that. But don't be coming to me as a person who barely makes that much. I'm a furry. I mean, I'm not going to be going out and spending all this money on a musical that might succeed or might not. And you're giving yourself too little time, and that's what really gets me. And then it literally, another thing that gets me is like at the end, okay guys, this is all going to be relatable furries. It's like, so what? I could...
Yeah.
That doesn't really give you a good reason, and the risks and challenges too. Oh, they're just terrible. Just terrible, bad, awful Kickstarter. Go back to the drawing board, and then maybe I'll reconsider. But just terrible.
I mean, and I think there's a lot of unaware boldness involved too, because I can recall. Yeah, I tried to use Kickstarter for a project I had. It was I've told you about it before, I believe. I was shooting the documentary about cosplay in general.
Yeah.
And I went to Kickstarter first because I had heard so much about it as a crowdfunding site.
Yeah.
And I was intimidated by the rules alone. I ended up going with a not-for-profit crowdfunding site.
Yeah.
Because, I was like, well, I don't think I can deliver on these promises in that timely a fashion. I'd like to be able to space out the production some. And I'm glad that I did go with something nonprofit. It's a simpler way to go. There's a whole lot less red tape to involve with, and there's a whole lot more freedom, so you can kind of figure out what it is you want to do. So I recommend that to people.
Okay. So, well, it was very nice talking to you, Mr. Fox.
Absolutely, you too.
Yeah, and keep chugging along. Hopefully that documentary goes great, you know.
Yeah, well, I work on it when I can, but we'll see what happens.
Okay. At least you're not asking for $1 million. Okay.
No, I won't do that.
Okay. So, and thank you for the call. I really appreciate it.
Oh, sure thing. Have a dashing night.
You too. Bye. Well, that was a very interesting, caller. We always get really interesting callers in here, and really, it's just very interesting. He said that there was a Sonic cartoon out there who literally was trying to profit off of Sonic and, get the nostalgic, and then you realize that the risk is way too much. Sonic the Hedgehog is an expensive franchise that you're going to have to try to royal. That is a terrible idea. Maybe I'll do a whole segment on bad Kickstarter ideas just on Sonic. He's technically furry, so probably get shut down the next tomb, after I'm done posting it, but whatevs. If you want to call in, the phone lines are still open. It is 717-839-3684. Give me your opinions on some of these, terrible, Kickstarters. Have you ever seen a terrible Kickstarter in your life? If you have, you probably have in the past. So just give me a call. We'll talk about it. But really, all these Kickstarters, these bad, terrible ideas, are basically can lead to one thing. They have no risk. You have to realize that whenever you're doing a business or you're starting something, you have to give me a risk. You can't just be like, well, the risk will be tacos. It's like, what? So all these are terrible and they're spent. We have Furry. Okay, we have another caller. See if... Hello, other caller. Well,
Hey.
Hey. How's it going?
How you doing? Oh, I'm chilling.
Okay. So what do you want to talk about?
I just want to talk about how is life for you
Oh,
with what you do.
oh, it's fun. It's very fun. I have a good job. Don't really want to get into boring specifics, but
Mhm.
that's my life. Yeah. So.
Mm.
So
I want your opinion on something.
okay.
What do you think about Republicans?
Don't really care. This show is not made for politics. It is made for information on.
What about Hitler? How's Hitler? Kill the niggers. Gotta eat the Jews.
And you're trolling me. Congratulations, we got our very first troller caller.
Yeah.
Yes, you did it, man. You did it. You're the
man.
dude. That is cool.
I'm trying to give you views, bro. I'm trying to give you views.
Dude, you know what?
I just.
Your very first troller. I am so happy. Can somebody get the banner? Can we get the marching band in here? Yeah, this is great.
I got you, dude.
Okay. Well, thank you for calling in, and I really appreciate it. And
no problem.
good job trolling.
Yeah.
Keep
faggots.
yeah
I got
keep
you, dude.
keep trolling, man. You're good.
Yeah, man. I got you, dude.
Quality. Yeah, first troller of the caller. That was very interesting. Just a troller. Congratulations. Very first troller. Don't really care, but you know what that means? I'm getting a little bit more popular, which is great. Cue the band. Wow, jeez. So, no, that was interesting. Very, very good troller. I have done it. I'd like to thank my mother for giving me that troller, and just want to thank him. What else? Oh boy, that was fun. That was great. Okay, so let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Congratulations. It has arrived. Oh, see, it has arrived. My very first troller. Congratulations. Okay, so basically, if you do want to call in, let's just. I'm sorry. I've never had a troller call in. That was great. I find that very funny. Congratulations to that guy. So, let me just make sure my phone is doing good here. Yeah, we're doing good. I got enough battery life. Want to make sure of that. So, yeah, no, this great guy who just called in. So, yeah. Okay, so if you do want to call in, my phone number is free. It is 717-839-3684. You can give me a call, talk about your bad Kickstarter moments. If they're non-furry related, you don't have to really, it doesn't just have to be furry related. It can be other things too, just, the show is going places, man. Very first troll caller. That is great. We've done it, guys. We've done it. So let's see. Yes, we have, now, again, Kickstarters are a very interesting topic because a lot of stupid Kickstarters out there, and yeah, just great. So, boy, I can't get over that, man. That was great. That was quality work by that guy. Whew, man. Okay, now, if you really, if you want to call in about any kind of Kickstarter stupidity that you have here, just call in. We'll talk about something about Kickstarter. We can have any sort of conversation that you like about stupid Kickstarters, like anything that I've talked about. If you know a furry Kickstarter that's just terrible and you find very stupid and you wish that it never came out or it actually got the funding for it and you're like, how the heck did that happen? Give me a call or any of them. I've seen a lot of stupid ones out there. I used to browse Kickstarter just for the fun of it, just see if there's actually any projects out there that I actually be like, hey, that's a really cool project. I've actually donated a couple of them that are, pretty decent and, stuff like that. So, if you do want to call in, you can call in. My phone number is 717-839-3684, and we can really get a good discussion going here. Anything about Kickstarter, anything, pertaining to it. I showed 5 examples so far of stupid, crappy Yif the musical, and that designer person who is terrible. The person who was just trying to buy himself a sim, on other people's dime. Fantastic people. I got a beret here. So if you want to call in, again, I will leave the phone lines open for another 5 to 10 minutes. So this is the portion of the show that you just call in and let me know, what do you think? So, now, for Kickstarter crap, maybe I'll do a GoFundMe crap. We'll probably try that next time, or maybe a little bit down the road, because I really think that there's a lot of stupidity out there. You get the people, you had a caller call in earlier, was all these people, all they do is ask for fursuit money, and it's there's got to be more than fursuits, to it. Now with the guidelines that Kickstarter does come up with, you have less crap, but you still have crap nonetheless. I mean, you really do. You really do, and no, it's just a stupid, just stupid. You got a lot of stupid ones. especially that stupid hippo. Ugh, that was terrible. Let's see. We have any comments down here? Dashing. Okay. But no. Yeah, if you want to call in, my phone number is 717-839-3684. You can call in. We can have a nice discussion, you know, about anything. I will type it down in the comments below one more time. And you can call in and we can have a nice discussion about it. You know, what do you think would be classified as a stupid Kickstarter? You know, and I'll look it up and we will have a discussion on it. We'll see if it's stupid or not, because, you know, just because it has a lot of fancy words in it does not mean it is basically, you know, basically, you know, whatever. So Kickstarter crap or Kickstarter stupidity is on the topic. You can talk about any stupid ones that you want to hear. Any stupid ones, and that'd be perfectly fine. You know, it could be from, I saw like a while back, oh shoot, what was it? It was like a butt hair catcher or something, and I really thought that was stupid. I'm like, who the heck is going to be investing in a butt hair catcher? Like, really? Who's going to do that? You know, unless if you're drunk and you've got like no time on your hands and you've got a lot of money, you're going to invest in a butt hair catcher, which is just stupid. You know, just keep it to basically that, you know, Kickstarter stupidity, and we will, we'll do that. And, you know, we had a troller earlier that called me. It was very funny, you know, very first troller. Next time I'm going to have a banner behind me. I really am. I should really have another fursuiter here and just just start like running through going, another troll caller, and then just start laughing, because it is really funny. Like, sometimes it's really stupid, but kind of funny. But, so let's see what we got here. Do we have anything in the comments that will, one of the ideas is so terrible about entertaining to hear them. So, yeah, no, just give me a call. We could talk about, you know, any fur kind of crap and stuff like that. You know, could be about any sort of type of, you know, thing like that. So, we're going to end the stream here in 3 minutes. So you got like until 2 hours and 15 minutes. You can call in, you know, if anybody wants to call in. I'd love to hear their opinion on things, you know, about stupid stuff online that, you know, and I'm going to probably look at different type of topics for this too, like maybe stupid stuff that you can buy in the furry fandom. There's a lot of stupid stuff that you can buy in this fandom, like, that is like ridiculous, and why are you wasting your money on it? You know, so maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do a GoFundMe, because I really kind of want to do that too, because there's a lot of stupid GoFundMe pages out there, you know, not just dealing with fursuits, but like getting stupid things like that are furry related, you know, really anything like that. And we'll keep going, and we'll talk about it, and we'll have a fun time talking about it. So, yeah, that's basically it. So, still got 1 more minute until the phone lines close, and we're going to shut down everything. And just remember, guys, don't get fooled. I mean, that's really the key point here is read the fine print, read everything before you go and stupidly back something that's going to be stupid. Oh, I got another phone caller. Hello, phone caller.
Hey man, I've been watching your streams right now, and I was interested in making a call in. What's the subject again? I just got on the stream.
It is bad Kickstarters.
Also, kind of like an iDubbbz Kickstarter crap thing.
Actually, yeah, kind of like that, but furry related.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not a furry, but I don't have anything against them per se.
Well, no. I mean, you can talk about anything though. If you want to talk about another stupid thing, I had somebody talk about Sonic, and it was how stupid somebody was trying to raise like 60,000 for Saturday morning cartoon that will never happen. So go ahead. You can talk about any.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I was just sorry, I wasn't expecting that, but
No, you're fine.
I saw this stupid furry thing. It was $300,000. I'm sorry, it's not a choice. It's so dumb it gets to me.
Oh, it's fine. If it's really stupid, that's fine.
It's really the dumbest thing because but I'm sorry, it's just so dumb. It was a $3,000 Jumbo. Shut up. I'm getting so fucking coming.
Yeah.
I got it all over my fucking fursuit. Oh god, I'm a fucking faggot.
Good job, man. Good job. Hey, can we get another banner in here? He did it! He did it! Another stupid... Oh, good job, dude. Oh, yes! Yes! Another troller! I am moving up in the world. You know you are becoming popular when you get all these trollers on here and they are trolling the hell out of me. Got 'em! Oh! No. You know what, man? That was a good one. Quality work, man. Quality work. You did it, man. You freaking trolled me. Oh, that is super awesome, man. That was just freaking awesome. You keep that up, man. You know, it's whatevs. I'm not gonna... I don't give a crap. Whatever. So, you know what, guys? With that last prank caller, which was hilarious, by the way, because he couldn't stop laughing and I couldn't really understand a damn word he said. Doesn't matter. But good job, guys. I want to thank all the trollers out there, and you know who you are. You really made this episode very keen and very good. That just means I'm becoming more in depth, which is great, which is just fantastic. I'm glad that I could be part of that, you know, being part of the trolls, being part of all that, you know, just amazing, you know, just brings a tear to my eye, man. Oh, gee, that was great. Quality work, guys. You really got me, man. Just great. So let's see what we got here. Well, guys, I think that was it. You know, I think I'm done. It was a very fun time I had. You know, getting trolled. Oh! You know, again, I don't really care, man. People want to troll me. That's perfectly fine. You have your First Amendment. I'm not mad. But, again, guys, Kickstarter stupidity, you know, dumb furry things or non-furry things, don't donate to them. Just don't. You know, don't do it. Stupid. So, I hope you learned something tonight, that trollers are going to be calling me, and I really don't give a crap. And, again, next time I'm going to get a banner. You know what? I think that's what my next goal is. I'm going to get a banner saying, I got trolled, dog. You know, doesn't matter. So, have a good night, guys. And as always, thank you for watching. And I hope you have a dashing night. And you have a dashing night. And thanks for watching. Bye. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, whatevs. I mean, if you want to follow me on, you know, all the social media websites, you can. Subscribe, you know. And just have a wonderful night. I will see you later. Bye. Thank you for watching Talking with Dashing Foxie. Or Dashing Talks. I gotta stop saying that. I'm so used to that. Let's see. Now if I can only find my cursor. Damn it. hate. Don't